What up, GSD Fish JPN in the house with another lesson on Japanese. We're going to talk today. I'm talking about the Japanese vowel sounds. In Japanese, they have the same vowel sounds as ours, a, e, o, u. But in Japan, they say a, e, u, e, o. And one thing that makes Japanese a little bit simple is the fact that they do not, their vowel sounds never changes. There are only 5 vowels. Like in English, you can have October or under, the different vowels. You have different vowels. The different letters have different sounds. The A, A, E. A, A, So A has different vowel sounds. In Japanese, they don't have that. They only have 5 sounds, and that's it. A, A, E, O, U, Ka, Ke, Ki, Ka, Ki, Ku, Ke, Ko, Sa, Shi, Tsu, Se, So, Ma, Mi, Mu, Me, Mo, Na, Ni, Nu, Ne, No, and stuff like that. And for the consonant, they have, and that's it. For the verbs. So what's good about Japanese is no matter what, whenever you see an A or whenever you want to use the ah sound, it's always going to be ah. Okay. So it's going to be like a, e, o, u, ka, ke, ki, ka, ki, ku, a, e, u, e, o, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, sa, shi, su, se, so, ta, chi, tsu, te, to, na, ni, nu, ne, no, ha, hi, hu, he, ho, he, ho, he, ho, he, ho. The A, let me check real quick. Oh, can I do it? I gotta use my other phone to figure this stuff out. Dun 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 dun. 1, 2, 3. Change Japanese. Oh no. Oh, there. Change to Japanese. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Yeah. Ha, hi, hu, he, ho. Hey ho. And let's see what else. Ha, hi, hu, hey ho. Ma, mi, mu, me, mo. And then ya, it's going to be ya, you, yo. Ya, you, yo. See, that sounds are all the same. And then you have ra, da, de, di, do, do, da, di, di, da, di, do, de, do. And we get over. Da, di, do, de, do. Man, all these beautiful girls out here, man. You guys. Oh well. And then they have a consonant sound, which is going to be but the can also change to like the M. So it's according to where it's located and stuff like that. And then they have the double P sounds like we have. It's a chi, chai, tsu, and the chi, chai, tsu. It just makes it. It just extends the consonant, like in little. You wait. So in Japanese, it's the same thing, like ishoni. Ishoni. So you have to have that pause. It's the same thing in Japanese, in English too. Let's see what else happened. Man, there's too much stuff going on. Let's see. I have to chill out. Let's see what in the other hints are there. The tsu is like what's. So the TS and what's is exactly the same. There's so many correlations, I guess. And English and Japanese is a trip. A lot of people think it's that difficult, but it's really interesting. It's almost exactly the same. And then there are some African language that has the sounds are just the same, just like Hawaiian and Japanese is the same. You know, the vowel sounds are the same, stuff like that. It's a trip. And I even had one of my subscribers from Africa said that his language that he speaks is just like Japanese. The only difference is just the meanings are different. You know, so it doesn't for him to speak it. He can already speak the language, but he just has to learn the different definitions and stuff like that. It's a trip, huh? And I tell you, Japanese people are black, but nobody don't want to hear it. But anyway, let's think anything else. So basically, when you're speaking in Japanese, then there's an order. It's it's the opposite. The verbs comes last. So you have the subject, and then you have the object or whatever. And that's what I think with the object or complement or whatever. And then you have the verb. And then remember, when you use the subject, if it's specific, then you use ga. So like if you say today, kyou wa hare desu. See, look, kyou wa hare desu. It's sunny today. And kyou wa hare desu. Breathe rough, you know. Or kyou anata wa nani wa shimashita. You know, sometimes they don't use it, sometimes they do. What did you do today? You know, or today, what did you do? You know, stuff like that. If they want to talk about specifically, then they'll say kyou wa anata wa nani wa shimashita ga. You know, stuff like that. So basically, when you use ni or day, remember it's that's in my other video. What am I talking about? So anyway, if you read my if you listen to the other one before this, remember ni and day. Ni is used, day is used when you're doing a physical active verb, except for go has its own. So you can't say watashi wa mise de ikimashita. You can't say that. Mise e ikimasu. So some of these, because I think kuru and ikimasu, they're special verbs, but I think all the other ones should fall in line. Let's see what else. I think that's about it. So when you're speaking in Japanese, let's say like, and then they got this word called sudo. And sudo is used with, sometimes it's used with these words that cannot take on a verbal, they're not verbs, and they don't have they can't be verbs. And the only way they can become a verb is to add the auxiliary word to do, which means do. And like skate, you know, skato in Japanese. Like in Japanese, you have the u, u, and then the ru, and then the su, and stuff like that. And they change, you know, even like the ones that I just repeated, seti, kake, ku. You know, we put this little 10-10, then the we put the 10-10, these two little dots and stuff above it. It'll be ga, gi, gu, ge, go. You know, and you just got to figure those out. You know, but still the vowel sounds are the same and stuff like that. But let's see, totally forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, the sudo, and so. You have words like skato. Skato doesn't have a ru ending. So if you want to make it an action verb, then you have to how can I say that? You have to add the shoulda. Skater walk shoulda. And then the shoulda is a verb, auxiliary verb. So you can say shimashita or shoulda dado or whatever. You can add on to those. So you have to watch for those words. And then once you find out those words, it's okay. Because like sometimes you have someone that might say, well, I'm a manager of a certain department, but the word manager might, they do have their word, like kandi wo suru, and kandi means to manage or control or something like that, and then the suru makes it a verb, and then because it becomes a verb form, then you can do that. So sometimes when it has 90 wo suru, then, you have to be prepared or know that the word before that is actually a noun or something like that that's changed into a verb or something like that that's used in the verbal, that's used as a verb and stuff. So when you start speaking in English or when you want to speak in Japanese, remember it's the subject, the object and the verb and the object and stuff like that. Remember you have ni and de and wo and stuff like that, or you can have kara, you can use those and stuff like that. Ni, yo, ni, they have different participles or whatever it's called to use with those, and those you might want to take time to actually study and stuff. Oh, it's hot in this car. You can how can I say that? You can how can I say that? You can as you're reading Japanese and stuff, and they come up, those yoni and sueteni and notame ni and yoni and stuff like that. When those words come up, then you have to actually take 2 or 3 minutes to figure out exactly what they mean and stuff, But other than that, if you listen to those rules, you just remember the words and you can pick it up real easy. A lot of people ask what's the best way to study English. The best way to study English is start off with something easy that you want to use, like I wake up every day, mainichi watashi wa okimasu, and when you use time, it's always need to. So I woke up at 3 o'clock, watashi wa